Cancer weekly read should take you up to the 11th. That strange sky bubbling away, so the light's a bit weird, but we'll see how we go. What do we need to know for Cancer, please, Spirit? And there is the first pile, so it's something important today. It's about being in control, which we are a bit anxious if we're not in control. It's about following your true path. And it means favourable changes. Fate is taking a hand in this situation. Ooh, an end to a third party. There may be a house move or problems within the home and family unit. Somebody has been juggling two people by the look of it. It could be two jobs, two situations, trying to do too many things alone. And achieving nothing, walking on eggshells, walking a tightrope, and swings of moods because of it. There are addictions. Somebody's addicted to either a way of life, shopping, chocolate, alcohol, drugs, and you have to stay focused and overcome this addiction. You have learnt something that's tested your faith. Sagittarius energy is negative. Those born on the 14th, living or past, negative energy. Those born on the 10th, living or past, positive energy. Change is coming whether we like it or not. There may be some issues with the hips and thighs. Somebody will be found out for their lying and deceit. The 7 and the 3 brings about an ending, a passing, a death, and we have the death card as well. So there could be an actual passing, but this could also be the end to a miserable situation of lies, deceit, and theft. Possible minor surgery, third-party situations. It could be children getting between you and your partner, exes, parents, etc. Job, money, whatever it is, there's a third party. There's no two ways about it. But this is ending. Something's being brought to an end now because you're becoming focused, you're more in control, and there's changes for the better. A coming run of good luck. But watch out because there could be an actual passing. It's twice they've mentioned 10 swords. So 10 weeks, passing. Sometimes the weeklies go further because this layout is designed for a much wider time frame. So avoid the 14 at all costs and Sagittarius. Something is ending and over. There may be 3 women involved in the situation, but somebody's definitely been juggling and keeping things close to the chest, but they're going to be found out. And bookended already, they've doubled it twice, so there is definitely a passing, if I had to say anything, or the end of an era, complete finish. You have choices to make, or someone has, and there will be conflict. And they're doubled again, unheard of. So you're going from an unhappy home to a happy one. So you may be moving house, celebrating, leaving home to get married, that sort of thing. There is the marriage card, the friendship, speaking your truth, especially about material matters. Taurus energy, those born on the 5th or the 23rd, so tomorrow may be important. It's about indoctrinations, your beliefs, your teachings, the way you was brought up. The key to a problem is the truth coming out. You do have enemies. You will have enemies because of it. The enemy may even be yourself. But you're dreaming about something, you're planning something. 7 months is mentioned. Options, choices. And again, they've doubled up on this, unheard of this. This is a very important message. It was the first pile and they've doubled the card on the thing. So whoever is being up to no good and lying will be found out. There's no 2 ways about it. They've doubled again. The 2 of Pentacles. Things that look bad and things that look good and they've doubled again. Unbelievable. In a private read, this would be very shocking. Those born on the 14th, Sagittarius, whoever this is, will come round. They will learn the truth. It will test their faith, but they will overcome addictions to a way of life, the old way of being, alcohol, drugs, chocolate, shopping, etc. Learning and faith. Balance returns to your life. As I say, the 14th, massively important. Acceptance is the key. The truth and secrets coming out of an unhealthy situation. Be careful of diet, medication and allergies, anything that goes in your mouth and anything that comes out of your mouth, as in words written or spoken. The tarot reader, the psychic, the medium may be important, so any information you receive from me may be a factor. The letters B and J are connected to spirit, and the number 11 is massively important. So those born possibly on the 2nd or the 29th could be important, but it's not in the main read. So we'll stick to the 14 being the important, and something is going to change there for the better. We are on the right path now. We need to make a choice. And we need to know that we will make enemies, but we're on the move. Taurus and Sagittarius. Taurus is always positive this week, but Sagittarius is changeable and starts off negative, ends up positive, if we make the right decisions. Something is going to be found out about a lie or deceit or theft. Do not compare yourself to others. There's no need. You may be looking at your life and thinking that you haven't achieved much, but you have. You give generously and you must learn to receive. If you have a yes/no question, the answer is no. There may be a failed pregnancy. There may be alcohol involved somewhere to go with the addictions. 7 months is mentioned. You are releasing yourself from a toxic situation, no longer being shackled, no longer being manipulated. You don't care what other people think, the external public life. There may be issues with the knees and bones, and those born on the 15th, So the 14th and 15th may be very important. Positive energy, because you're coming out of this toxic situation. There will be arguments. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. There is a gift here from Spirit of a new beginning in your emotional life. You have to nurture it. There may be a financially orientated Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn female who is was once a generous friend, is now unreliable and predictable. But there will be a union of some sort between you and another. Unconditional love. Could be in its early stages, but that is where it's leading us. A partnership of some sort. And leaving one residence to enter another, which is right for you, Kristen. Yeah, so the 23 mentioned twice, so they've doubled up on everything in this read, so it's very important. The 23, it's about what you put your energy into. If you put as much energy into accepting something rather than resisting it, you will win. It's the toss of the coin. You know what you want because you'll be hoping and praying for it to land a certain way before it even lands. So put your energy into that. The dragon duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It represents tensions of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith, doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although something may be going one way, another way may call to you to change direction. So change, which is where we started off. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul that's leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. So what's it going to be? If it's not the one that serves your highest good and makes you happy, deliberately feed the other and the duel will be won in your favour. Mercury, mind games, communications, and number 3. Communications are massively important. You have to stay positive. You're manifesting a new future for yourself. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they're going to kill you. So there will be conflicts because you speak your truth. Someone may interpret what you say differently to what you mean. It's about magic and medicine. When it comes to the body, Mercury rules the eyes, the brain, the nerves, as well as the fingers and toes. It's also about transportation. There is a trickster. Yes, there is. Mentioned more than once. And just when the energy seems to be flowing one way, which is what we've just said with the Dragon's Jewel, Mercury changes the direction, and Mercury is spontaneous and insanely flexible, so something is going to change dramatically. Mercury is the wisdom and stupidity found in intelligence, when it's not connected to the heart and feelings. Mercury maximizes the imagination but can symbolize a liar. And when it comes to double talk and mixed meaning, it's the planet of gaslighting. So somebody may be lying to you and gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something they really don't deserve. However, Mercury shows how mentally sharp and flexible you are, your mental range and how eloquent. It tends to be chatty, superficial and into playing games. So there may be psychological mind games and other types of puzzles. Mercury governs friendly relationships and also the Freudian slip, where someone or you says something that doesn't come out as intended but actually reveals their real thoughts. It is time to use all of your mental faculties to get your point across. Words and how you use them are very significant. It may mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something, whatever the reason or occurrence. How you communicate through writing or speaking is most important here. Composition, writing or editing may figure in. It is not a time to stay static or sit still. Beware of gossip and other scandals. The important thing to remember is that what you say in this situation can and will be used against you. So choose your words wisely, which is what the High Priestess said. It is the planet Mercury also rules over technology, so if your question is about career or job, you can be certain mastering some newer form of technology is about to come into play. Since Mercury is the planet of speed, you can expect to see fast developments. Regarding romance or relationship, it can mean that friendship is the best option for you now. The time is not yet ripened to enter this relationship, but 10 weeks possibly it will. You may attract partners or perhaps friends who are non-emotional, highly rational and objective. These lovers or friends may be offended by flip remarks or jokes over serious matters. You may become involved with someone who double talks, is witty, but does not emotionally connect. This is also a card of brothers and sisters, as well as twins. Now marks a period which involves observation, reasoning. So step back and see how others treat you, taking things apart and putting them back together as they were or in your own order. It is time of flighty emotions and matters developing quickly. It also signifies travel, which there isn't much chance of that where I am, maps and staying in motion. So you may be going on a trip, a more noteworthy vacation than the usual trips you take, so it could be moving house. The matter in question is best served by using an intellect, weighing the matters, being reasonable and also spontaneous in your response. Codes and forms of magic also figure in. Mercury brings on keen awareness, so use your mind and what you know to the fullest in this matter. If you're casting spells, please don't make them anything bad, because it will only come back to you tenfold. So the written word, being good with words and numbers, counting, the number 7, books, magazines, libraries, reading voraciously, the post office, the mail, the internet, telecommunications, software, speech, impromptu speaking, incessant talking, communication, debate, the key to all knowledge. Teachers and education, having deep, penetrating perception, exactitude, sharpening your wit, comedy, using humour, maps and following maps, vehicles on the road, staying in motion, speed, swiftness, siblings, youth and appearing youthful. Your eyes, your fingers, the brain and the voice box, merchants and anything mercantile, being versatile, being adaptable, being expressive and animated, as above so below. Playing pranks, being a trickster, someone lying when the truth serves better, remaining elusive, taking while not listening, being hard to pin down, remaining deft and outwitting any opponents. So speaking, travel, speed, coordination, adeptness, arguments, glibness and technology all factor in a big way.